Hello students, today we will study about basic salts, double salt, mixed salt and complex salts. See, basic salts, they are formed by partial replacement of hydroxyl radicals or diacidic or triacidic base with an acid radical. In acidic salt, we have studied that they still contain one replaceable hydrogen atom. In the same way, the basic salt they contain one replaceable hydroxyl ion in them. Okay, see, it is basic copper nitrate CuOH NO3, basic copper chloride CuOH Cl. They contain one OH or two OH in them. That's why they are called basic salt. Okay, now see double salt. Double salt, they are formed by mixing the saturated solution of two simple salts. When two simple salts their saturated solutions are mixed together, and upon mixing, after mixing, it is followed by crystallization. Then we obtain the crystal of the salt, which is called double salt. See, it contains a mixture of two simple salts which are chemically combined. Like if we talk about alum, potash alum. Alum, its formula is K2SO4 dot Al2SO4 whole thrice dot 24H2O. It means it is containing two simple salts. The first one is K2SO4 and the second one is Al2SO4 whole thrice, aluminium sulfate, potassium sulfate dot 24H2O, and 24H2O, it is the water of crystallization. Okay, now ferrous ammonium sulfate, it is called Mohr's salt. Ammonium sulfate, ferrous sulfate dot 6H2O. It means it is containing two simple salts. The first one is ammonium sulfate and the second one is ferrous sulfate. When these double salts these are dissolved in water, they get dissociated into their ions. Like K2SO4 will form K plus SO4 2 minus, Al plus 3 SO4 2 minus. They all will dissociate into their ions, and such salts are called double salts, which are formed by mixing the saturated solution of two salts and which is followed by crystallization. Okay, now see mixed salts. There is no general method for the formation of mixed salts. They contain two or more basic salts or acids radicals. Acid radicals or basic radicals are there. Like it is containing Na plus also and K plus also. Two basic radicals are present here. It is containing bleaching powder CaOCl2. It is containing OCl and Cl minus. Two radicals are present here. Two negative radicals are present here. So these are called the mixed salts. Complex salts, if we talk about complex salts, they are formed by mixing saturated solutions of simple salts. Saturated solution of simple salt, they are mixed followed by crystallization. Like it contains a simple ion and a complex ion. One simple ion is there and one complex ion is there. See, this whole is a complex ion, and when it is dissolved in water, this complex ion it will remain as a negative entity and it will dissociate into positive ion. Since it is present before this entity, so it will be positive here. Okay, here it is Na plus and this whole entity will be negative. Okay, K plus metal ion and the complex ion. Here also sodium, in sodium silver cyanide, this will be the positive ion and this whole entity will be the negative one. Okay, it is used as electrolyte in electroplating of silver. We have studied this also. This is Nessler's reagent. Now sodium zincate, Na2ZnO2, Na plus and ZnO2 minus complex ion. These are the complex salt. See, what is the basic difference here? Double salts, they are also containing so many ions in it. It is also containing, but it will dissociate completely into its ion. Means every ion we'll get from here, they will all dissociate. But here the one will dissociate, and the other one, which is enclosed in a bracket, it will remain as an entity. It will not dissociate. Like Ag and Cn, they'll remain like this only. They will remain in the combined state, and they will not dissociate. And this last one is tetramine copper 2 sulfate. This is present before this sulfate ion, so it will act as a positive radical or positive entity, and this is negative sulfate. Solubility of metallic salts: soluble salts, all sodium, potassium, ammonium salts, all nitrate, nitrite, bicarbonate, sulfate, chloride, all these are soluble. Insoluble are bicarbonates. They are sparingly soluble. Sulfates are obtained as a precipitate. It means completely insoluble in cold water. These also PbCl2, AgCl, these all are see, they are soluble in hot water but not in cold water. It means if we are doing the reaction in a normal temperature, room temperature, or like that, in that temperature they will obtained as a precipitate only. All sulfides, carbonates, oxides, hydroxides, and phosphate, they'll obtain as insoluble salts, and the preparation of salts we'll study in our next video. Thank you.